Um, Bhimi, Cayce, and I. My name is Amy Homsey. We're going to be your host today for our X39 review. My name is Amy Homsey, and I am an executive director with Lifewave. And I'm going to be sharing this wonderful call with beautiful Bhimi, who's also an executive director. So we're going to go ahead and record the call, Bhimi. We're going to go ahead and start the recording. And with that, I'm going to properly introduce Bhimi, and she's going to go ahead and talk about our amazing technology, folks. This is innovative. No one else has it. I'm so excited to be part of it. And Bhimi has an amazing testimonial with someone on the line. And we're going to go ahead and get started. And again, welcome to our call. Just so you know, Bhimi has been an alternative health advocate and entrepreneur for over 40 years, folks, 40 years. So she knows what she's talking about. She practices what she preaches, and she loves to help others. She also was the co-founder of the very first energetic healing clinic in Santa Monica, California. Okay, she has also founded 6 companies and was the senior VP of product and development for an international infomercial company. It was also a publicist for Tony Robbins. We all know and love him. In fact, I could go on and on and on, but we don't have a lot of time. But her bio is very impressive, and I am honored to share this platform with you, Bhimi. So why don't you go ahead and take it away from here?
Okay, thank you, Amy. I'm so glad we're doing this on Sunday together. And before we get going, I'm going to read a medical disclaimer. And we on this call are not doctors or medical professionals. The information on this webinar is meant for educational purposes only. The information and the products discussed are not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent, or any disease. Statements that are made on this webinar have not been evaluated by the FDA. And if you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have any kind of condition, please consult your physician first. So we are going to have 2 great testimonials today. And I want to just introduce what we're going to be doing, because this technology that David Schmidt, our CEO and founder, created started about 10 years ago, and he's a visionary. He is somebody in regenerative science, which is his main focus, who saw the future of where science was going. And his signature delivery, which is through patches, through energetic frequencies, he set out to innovate the field, the industry. And 10 years later, millions of dollars, he launched this amazing X39 technology. And we're going to hear more about that in a few minutes, and a little bit more about the company. And I want to welcome especially the new people that are here checking us out. You know, your friend or probably a loved one invited you because they care very much about your health, the quality of your life, and perhaps even making a little bit of difference in your financial future. So what you're going to hear are typical of what we hear all the time. These testimonials cut across so many diverse benefits. And our first guest hails from Hawaii. Her name is Deborah, and she has been a massage therapist and energy healer for over 20 years. And she's a pretty healthy person, but she's had some amazing results on the product. So, Deborah, I'd like to welcome you onto the call, and please tell us, you know, what your life was like, what you were challenged with before, and what happened since you've been using the X39.
Okay, so hi everybody. My name is Deborah. I You know, I got into the business, or I got into the patches when my friend Corinne called. I've known Corinne for about 10 years. We both have a passion for helping people. My passion is healing. That's my passion. And so Corinne told me about the patches, and being the person that I am, I needed to know more about it. I needed to know how it helped people. So she sent me some testimonials. She sent the testimonials for memory loss, cancer, chronic pain, age reversal. Those were all things that I had asked her about. And so I watched the videos, and the one that really got me was the one on memory loss, because my mother has been diagnosed with dementia. So anyway, she was nice enough to send me 5 patches for me to sample. When I got the patches, it just so happened that my back was bothering me, and I started getting these nerve pains going down my leg. So I tried the patch one night, and the next day I took it off, and I said, oh, you know what? I'm gonna save these patches for my mother. So in the meantime, my back was really sore. I started to get pain at my waist, front and back, only on the right side, in the area of my gallbladder, in the back, where my sacrum is, and it was getting really bad. So I said, okay, maybe I need a massage. So I went to get a massage. I got a 2-hour massage, and after the massage, I still had the same, everything was the same. It didn't help. So I just remember not being able to sleep for 2 whole nights because the pain, the nerve pain is the worst. When it shoots down your leg, and especially from the groin to the inner thigh, it is so painful. I mean, so painful. I couldn't focus on anything. And then I had talked to my sister about it, and she mentioned, oh, do I have a rash? So I looked on my leg, and there was a rash. So that was the first inkling that I might have shingles. And because I do essential oils, I did research, and lucky for me, I had the essential oils that were good for shingles. So I applied it on the rash. And the next day, my daughter-in-law and my son kept saying, Mom, you got to go to the doctor. You got to go to the doctor. So I said, okay, because I was worried that the pain that I had in the front could have been my gallbladder. And I was worried that the pain that I had in the back and the shooting pain that was going down could have been a disc issue. So I went to ER. They diagnosed me as having shingles. They prescribed me an antiviral, and they prescribed me prednisone. And I had heard so many bad things about prednisone from my massage clients. I did the antiviral that night. The next day I called my doctor, the nurse, and I asked the nurse, do I really need to take this? And she said, yes, you need to. So because I was in so much pain and I was so worried about everything, and because I had read that, you know, if you don't take care of your shingles, it can actually affect your organs. And because the area that I was worried about was my gallbladder, I took the medicine. And then 3 days later, I happened to be on a call with Corinne and Bhimi. That's when I first met Bhimi. And we talked about the shingles. After the call, you know what? I said, okay, Mom, you got to wait. I got to get on these patches. So I went on the patches. Corinne sent me 5 more just to kind of hold me, you know, so I would have them until my order came in. And by the time I finished my meds, I still had the pain. The pain had decreased, but I still had the pain. I still had the sensitivity on the right side of my body, front and back. Which I didn't mention before, but I started to feel like this ball, the size of a tennis ball, right around the area where my gallbladder was. And I don't think it was a physical ball. It just felt like an energy ball. It felt like a blockage maybe in my intestines. So I was like really worried. And like I said, after the meds, I still felt the pain. I would check every day if it was still there, and eventually the pain decreased, and then little by little the sensitivity in on my body decreased. And by day 10, after I used all the patches, I'm sorry, by Christmas I still felt some. By New Year's I think it was gone. But after New Year's, I checked my stomach and I could still feel that ball there. And little by little, I guess it went away, because one day I just noticed, oh, everything's gone. Everything's gone. And I've been on the patch since. I've been on the patch since. So one thing I want to mention though, because my stomach was bothering me, it was bloated. I was worried about that feeling of the ball. One morning, and it was when I was wearing patch number 7. Okay, I was just about waking up in the morning, and I remember my stomach was bothering me, so I started massaging my stomach, and then I noticed that my left elbow started to click, and I was wondering why is this happening, because this never happened to me before. And then I fell back to sleep, and then maybe like 5-10 minutes later, I heard this click on my left side of my jaw. And so I got up, I looked in the mirror, I clenched down, I went like this, and then the placement of my teeth was different. Okay, so here's what happened. About 5 years ago, I had gum surgery in my entire mouth. The surgery lasted 3 hours. So that means my mouth was open for 3 whole hours. And the numbness didn't go away till like 24 hours after, because they had to numb me so much. But anyway, after the surgery, I would wake up in the morning and I would notice that it seemed like I was clenching all night, like my jaws were like locked, and my neck would be so tight. And it got to the point where that was just my norm. And when my jaw clicked that morning, I looked in the mirror, I bit down. The placement of my teeth, my bite was totally different. And it was back to where it was before I had the surgery. So I thought, oh my God, how did this happen? How did this happen? It must be the patches. And you know what? I call it my miracle, because yeah, I got my regular smile back. I can smile better. It didn't affect my eating, but yeah, it's like a miracle.
That's amazing. That is so incredible. I mean, 4 years, 5 years later, and all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah. And you know what? I just noticed recently, because Bhimi had asked me, what did I notice? Is my neck still like that in the morning? And I wasn't aware, but this morning when I woke up, I noticed that my jaws were not clenched. They were relaxed. And my neck, it's just something that when it gets better, you don't really notice, right? Because
sometimes that happens, that we're going along, and there's a shift that happens, and sometimes you don't notice, even though you've been living, because you're so used to living with the pain. But
right. So my stomach is way better. It's way better. I don't have the indigestion and the stomach issues that I thought I had, because prior to shingles, I thought that maybe I needed to do a colon cleanse, or I needed to go on probiotics, but my stomach is good. Yeah.
that's wonderful. And I know you have wanted to share one quick thing about your mother.
Okay, so my mom has more clarity. She
has
she
dementia setting in, correct?
I'm sorry, what did you say?
She has dementia setting in.
Yes, she has more clarity. She used to ask questions twice. It seemed like her brain was foggy, and she would forget where she put things. My mom has only been on the patches. It's going to be 1 month, either today or tomorrow. She has more clarity. She sleeps better. Okay. My mom sleeps at my house every Wednesday, Thursday night. And when she first started in mid-December, she would wake up about 2-3 times in the night, sit up on the bed, and she would say, oh, my legs are sore, my legs are sore. 3 weeks ago, so that would be maybe about the ending of December, I noticed that she was sleeping through the night, sleeping through the whole night. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. I also noticed that she takes bigger steps when she walks. She's better at walking. And my sister noticed yesterday that my mother's ankles are no longer swollen. For the past maybe 3-4 years, she's been having swollen ankles, especially on her left side. And we'd take her to the doctor. She'd mention that to the doctor, and the doctor would say, oh, you know, that he kind of attributed to old age, I think, because he never really said that's her heart or whatever. And a couple of times her ankles got red. They were inflamed. So the doctor would give her prednisone. But after the prednisone, it would revert back to being swollen again. So I think the patch must be helping her swelling in her ankles. I'm just going to have to keep an eye on this.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. So many wonderful, diverse testimonial results. I mean, the benefits are so different. You know, what you're going to hear about when we discuss the product is how these stem cells know exactly where to go, where
Yeah.
the body needs help. So this is a perfect example of that. Thank you so much, Deborah, for sharing with us. I'm going to now turn it over to my co-host, Amy, and I'd like to introduce her because she has a great testimonial as well. And Amy has been in direct sales and an entrepreneur for over 25 years. She's also an executive director here at Lifewave. She has been a six-figure earner in the industry and very much into the natural health arena for over 30 years. She's a wife, a mom, and a nonna, as they say in Italian. And her passions are natural health, helping others, decorating, and of course, being a great wife and mom. So Amy, come on and let's hear our next testimonial.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Bhimi. Thank you. And wow, amazing story, Deborah. Happy for you. That's that's why we do this, folks. Every day we hear remarkable stories on this incredible product. It just blows me away every single day. So next we're going to turn to Mr. Michael Adams. And Michael, you are looking good there, young man. Can you unmute?
Thank you.
You look like a new person, and I'll let you explain that. But let me just tell our audience today a little bit about yourself. I know you're a grandfather of 7. Wow. And you're going to be turning 64. You look amazing. And that's another thing, folks, that the X39 seems to do. A lot of people on this call look younger and younger each and every week. And Michael used to be a Floridian, but now he's a Texan. So I know you moved to Texas to be closer to your family. And for everyone on the Zoom today, our company is just attracting so many good people, and Michael is one of those people. He has a heart of gold. He's a team player. He loves people, and he has an amazing story. And we're just happy to have you on this team, Michael. So please tell everyone what issues you were dealing with prior to X39, how long you've been on it, and how you're doing today, Michael. Welcome to the call.
Well, thank you for having me. And I want to take the time to thank so many people: Amy, Bob, Peter, Marcy, Bhimi. I mean, these people have put together this program, and to help us, it's just mind-boggling how much effort and time that they put into this. So I wanted to say thank you, because it makes everybody else's that coming after them job so much easier. It really does. Thank you. Thank you all. So my story started back in August. I was in Dallas at a divine healing technician training that was going on here. And I had suffered for 4 years with severe back pain from a car accident that happened 4 years prior to August, where I was rear-ended while sitting at a stoplight.
Mm.
I've seen for 4 years, 2 different chiropractors, 2 different neurologists, a neurosurgeon. I've had injections. I've had multiple injections. I've had physical therapy. I've had decompression. I've had, I can't even remember all the things that they tried, and nothing was working. The only thing that helped a little was acupuncture from another doctor, and it did help, but it was short-term, short-lived. So it was just steadily getting worse. And the MRIs, and I have the MRIs, if anybody doubts this, to look at it. I have multiple bulging discs, mostly upper back and neck and extreme lower back. And I've got 2 discs that are ruptured, and the C7T1 and the L4L5, where the debris and the gel that's inside of a disc is actually pushing against the nerve in my back. So it's just
Wow.
extreme pain. And all summer, I couldn't even sleep laying down. I could only sleep in a sitting upright position, not even reclined, just upright. So I was out in Dallas for this training because I enjoy helping people, and I've been into health for quite a while. And this friend of mine called me and said, Michael, I know you've been suffering with this back. She said, you have to try this. What do you know about stem cells? So it turns out she had been suffering, crying herself to sleep with severe neuropathy pain and other pain in her legs. And she's actually in here somewhere today. Her name is Peg Williams, and she is just a sweet lady.
Yes, she is. She's amazing.
Yes, she is. And she told me, she said, you got to try this. I said, well, I trust her, but I was at my wit's end, so I'll try anything. So I got the patches on, and within, I'd say 7 to 10 days, I was seeing significant relief. And right around the 30-day mark, 28 to 30 days, is like the pain was 99.9% gone and has been gone. Well, that would have been the end of September.
Wow.
And I've been pain-free since then. And I was able to do a lot more traveling and do a lot of things because I had a near-death experience years back, and I've suffered from a PTSD, anxiety. So I had to get real claustrophobic traveling in traffic, traveling in airplanes. So that was the side effect that I wasn't expecting from this patch. That's completely gone away.
Wow.
So
Wow.
that's just 2 things, and I could go on with more, but those 2 things are like, they're life-changing. Lastly, I'll add that because of my back doing better, and because I've changed the diet and got on a diet program that's really working, and because now I can move around and exercise, I was able to lose 70 pounds.
Wow. Wow.
70 pounds. So, and that all goes back to the X39. The only problem I still have is some sciatic nerve. My back's fine, but in my right leg, upper leg, I got this severe pain. It's like a burning, stabbing pain. And if I stand too long, I'm in trouble. I got stretching exercise. They help, but they're short-lived. 10, 15 minutes, and I'm back in pain again. So I've been experimenting with the patches, and this is what I found. I put an extra X39 down on the L4, L5, and I put an Eon patch just below where the pain is. Pain's gone.
Wow.
For 12 hours, it's gone. And even into the next day, it takes late in the day before it starts happening again. And I said, oh, I forgot to put the patches on. Go back, put the patch on, no more problem. So people, there's more than just the X39, which that by itself is phenomenal. But there's other patches out there, and you get with the people upline from you that have been around for a while and understand how these patches work and patch placements and combinations and stuff. It's just, you really got to get into it, and you really got to share it. Get out there and share it. I wasn't getting into this as a business, although it's turned out to be, and I'm getting a small income, although I've had a death in the family I had to deal with, and funeral, and moving and everything else. So I jumped in as a diamond because I've seen the potential of this. So I jumped in with both feet, and but I haven't really been able to go after this, and I'm still making money. So I'm being rewarded for helping to help other people. And, you know, I mean, what kind of a life is that? Just help people and somebody pays you to do it. So it's just, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you again. Thank you for having me.
Awesome, awesome, Michael. It's amazing, and you look amazing. You look, I mean, 70 pounds. That's incredible. But
And my hair's thicker.
yeah, I was gonna say that it does look thicker.
Yeah, yeah. That's
It looks
another.
a lot longer on the top. Incredible,
Yeah.
incredible. But you've had back pain, severe back pain for 4 years. 4 years. You've been on the product since August 2020. And look at you now. And because your back pain has been alleviated, now you're able to move and exercise, right? And you've lost 70 pounds, but you look amazing. And we are all so happy for you. And I'm also happy about your PTSD because I know that just really, handicaps so many people today. And with this stressful 2020 that we've all had, it's incredible. And I'm so happy for you, Michael. Thank you so much. Wow. Well, folks, for those of you who are new on the line, you're probably wondering, what the heck are we talking about? What product is creating these remarkable results? So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to my friend Bhimi.
Thank you. Oh my goodness, you guys. Deborah and Michael, those were amazing testimonials. It's just so heartwarming to hear such amazing results that changes your life and creates a whole different quality for you. And so thank you for being here and sharing with us. So everyone, how does this work? How does this little wafer thin patch work? Well, first of all, there are no ingredients in this. It's non-transdermal and it's non-invasive. And what you do is you simply put it on your body. There's several different places that can be for 12 hours on and 12 hours off. We usually suggest that you wear it during the day because it's good to drink a lot of water with it. When you put it on, what happens is a certain process happens called phototherapy. And what that means is that the patch, it has organic crystals of amino acids, salts, and sugars in it. And when it hits the body, the infrared light from the body is trapped in the patch, and it actually reflects back into the body. It's a certain spectrum of light. And when it goes back into the body, this phototherapy begins, and it elevates what we call a master signaling molecule. It's a peptide called GHK, and there's lots of research on this peptide. Two of the things that it does, particular with our patch, is that it starts to reset over 4,000 genes, and it also begins to repair the DNA. This is causing a metabolical change in the cells. And when this is happening, the signal goes to start the body to growing younger pluripotent stem cells. These kind of stem cells are super intelligent. They know exactly where to go when the body has a breakdown or there's some dysfunction. That's why you heard so many diverse results that it's hard to imagine what can one patch do so many different things. And I wanted to add in here, there was a statement recently from the New England Journal of Medicine, which is a very prestigious magazine, and it said that the #1 indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of stem cells in our bloodstream. And so our technology is unparalleled. The body is constantly making stem cells every day we wear the X39. And the reason this is so important is because at age 35, approximately 50% of our ability to make stem cells diminishes, as well as the GHK. And by the age of 60, it's about 90% has diminished. So it's a double whammy. We're losing our ability to stay young and to repair and to feel good and to live very vitally. And another reason is every day 50 to 70 billion cells are destroyed, and those cells are replenished. And when we're producing younger stem cells, guess what? We're replenishing with healthier, more vital stem cells that know exactly where to go to help our body, what we call age reversal. And this is a natural process. So when you're doing this every day, your body will start accumulating these results. It's accumulative, day after day after day. And so the person who invited you can tell you more about it, but this is kind of a simplistic overview of it. And now I would like to invite Amy back on to tell you a little bit about the company and how you can get involved with us.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Mimi. Great job. Great job. So what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, is our company, Lifewave. They're in 100 countries. So within a matter of minutes, you could have an international business, folks. We've been around for 17 years. We are projected to do 200 million in sales, folks. But let me tell you, if you're new on the line today, if you're looking at this from a business perspective, here's what I looked at from a business perspective, and you might too, is we have the best of both worlds. We have an established company around for 17 years. Right now they're doing over 100 million in sales, projected to do 200 million in sales in 100 countries. We have over 90 patents on our product. The X39, the stem cell activation patch that we've been talking about, has a 20-year patent. No one else can have it. It's innovative. It's the latest and newest technology in stem cell therapy out there. So again, you could be part of an international business in 100 countries, projected to do 200 million in sales, over 90 patents on a product. The patents on the X39 are for 20 years. There's no competition, ladies and gentlemen, no competition whatsoever. So when I looked at that, I thought that's a no-brainer because everyone's heard of stem cells. But when you think of stem cells, what do you think of? You think of injections. You think of thousands and thousands of dollars. We're talking about non-invasive, non-transdermal. If you can wear a Band-Aid, you can wear this technology, all right? So there's a few ways to join us. One is to become a customer, all right? We have the full retail is $149, but why pay retail? We have a preferred customer program, ladies and gentlemen, where you get the product at wholesale. Wholesale is $3 a day. $3 a day to rejuvenate, reactivate, reset your stem cells, all right? With the preferred customer program, it's a gifting program as well, because now your customers or yourself, you're going to get samples of our other products. But if you're like me and saw the potential, I jumped right in and I became a business partner with Lifewave, and you could do that in multiple ways. We have different kits ranging from $299 up to $1,600. The difference is the bigger the package, the lower the price of the product. You actually get more bang for your buck, as I like to say. But either one, it's a great value. You become a wholesaler. So with that, folks, a quick recap. You can join as a preferred customer, pay wholesale price. You can jump in and become a business partner and be part of an international company with a 20-year patent on a product that no one else has. You've heard two amazing testimonials here. The team is growing. There's thousands and thousands of people on this team. This company is going to do over 200 million in sales. And what if it works? What if it works? The other thing about this is the product builds the collagen from the inside out. And I look at it this way. There's a lot of things I'm saving money on. I don't have to use as much skincare. I cut back on some of my supplements because I no longer need them because I'm feeling better. I don't go to the chiropractor as often. So I'm actually saving money by being on this product. And I want to leave you with one other thing. And this, I love this quote by our owner, scientist, and inventor, David Schmidt. And listen to this, folks. I think it's very profound. Lifewave is unique because it is the only phototherapy product in the world that uses the human body as its own power source. We are using our own body as a power source with this product to go out there and change the world. Please, please, I beg you, get back to the person who got you on this call. Get your questions answered, find out more about this, and give it a try. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day, and we will be back here next Sunday at 4 o'clock. And also, we're going to have another review like this Monday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Please join Peter and Marcy tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Take care, folks. Thank you so very much.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Deborah.